The MLB feels like they're further away than they've ever been. This weekend, the MLB Players Association said to the MLB, listen, you have by the end of the day, June 15th, today, Monday, to tell us what the schedule is, what the plan is, and how you want us to go forward from here on out, because neither side has listened to either side's proposals. They've countered each other kind of just by in the sense that they've sent a contract response back after somebody has sent one, but they have not gone anything off of the contracts that were sent from the other side. It's all been in their own wording. The MLB players want 100% pro rata. That's what they want. They say, hey, this is what we agreed upon. We'll play the lesser game season, obviously, because of how it is, but we want 100% prorated contracts because that's what the MLB is. It's guaranteed contracts. This is what the CBA is. And the MLB is like, nope, can't do it because the amount of money we're going to lose from not being able to have fans in the stands and a shortened game and all that stuff, we won't be able to pay you. So the MLB has made offers back. We'll pay you 80 to 85%. How about that? That was their most recent, like maybe 70 to 85%. That's the highest we got. 15%, 20%. What is that? And the MLB players said, get the hell out of here. We are not setting a precedent right now, especially going into a CBA negotiation here, that we will be willing to take a salary cap. And then you guys have to tell us what we're going to make and what we're not going to make. So the MLB players finally said, they're enough with the back and forth here. Just tell us what you're expecting to happen on Monday and we'll see how it goes. It's interesting because the wording that was used by the MLB to describe this entire negotiation is very interesting, especially as somebody, me, who's had to read through a lot of contracts. The MLB put out these words, and it was just kind of like a quote on Get Up this morning on the lower third, but I think it's going to play very, very important in the conversation of this whole thing. The MLB said that they were disappointed that the MLBPA did not negotiate in good faith. Okay, so they felt as if the MLBPA had not negotiated in good faith. And I would assume that in those contracts, the CBA negotiation, that everything was agreed upon in good faith negotiation happening. So the MLB saying that they don't think the MLBPA has negotiated in good faith is them basically setting up to say this was a breach of contract. If this was a breach of contract, then they can basically make any rules that they want to make, which means we're only going to get uglier and uglier than getting better and better. That little statement there, the MLB being disappointed that the MLB players did not negotiate in good faith, is a setup for a much larger dispute that is going to take place probably within the next few days. We talked to Jet Passon last week. Shout out Jet. He was on Get Up this morning. I think he's going to be joining us tomorrow. We talked to Jet last week, and Jet said that they were in the 111th hour. That is why the MLB players said they want the MLB to lay out the schedule by today. But the MLB players have also come out and said, like the individual players themselves, said the MLB doesn't have to come out with anything until mid-August if they really want to enforce their schedule, their 48, 50-game schedule. They're not really backs. Oh, geez, take it easy. Their backs aren't really against the wall whenever it comes to it because their shortened season still has nothing but time. So that's why the MLB players have said, we want a schedule set up by the end of the day today, because I think they're thinking that the MLB is trying to delay until there's a less amount of games, and they can do the prorated thing if that's what they want. It's less money. It's very interesting. It's very ugly, and I don't think it's good for the state of baseball, and I don't think they're even going to be looking for replacement players, which is a little bit of a bummer because I thought that was going to be us.
Yeah, and I believe Jet talked about last week the good faith thing, because now if it goes past this, it then goes into discovery, and they have to ask for the communications between people to see if it was in good faith versus how much the MLB is making. So it's going to get
the good faith thing is such an interesting, like for instance, the NFL started putting in that they could fine you for conduct detrimental to the team. And that conduct detrimental to the team turned out that could be a photo in an equipment room that they can take $10,000 out of your bank account for. Like that's how, well, if you think about it, that photo potentially had something in the background that could potentially give an advantage to our opponent. So therefore, that is conduct detrimental to this team. We could fine you an entire paycheck, was the exact words I was told. We're only going to take $15,000, $10,000. You're welcome. It's like, okay, well, now you're just hiding behind this. That in good faith thing, massive words to use, because in every contract negotiation, for both sides to make a deal, whenever they sign the deal, is like, hey, if I want something to happen, and it's not in here, how do we go? Well, we'll have that conversation in good faith, and if it happens, it happens. That's like a way to cover any holes in a contract for something to come up. They're like, if something pops up in good faith, we will discuss this. In good faith. So the MLB coming out and saying, we're disappointed, honestly. Listen, that piece of metal means everything to us, and yeah, the Yankees might have done something in 2017, and we might have covered it up more than we covered up the Houston Astros or anything like that, but in good faith is not what the MLB players did. This is only going to get worse. Everything's going to come back. And then now here we sit Monday, June 15th. Feels like the MLB probably not going to come back. The MLB Players Association has said to the MLBs, you have until the end of business day today to lay out a plan on how we're going to get back. And the MLB players have said that the MLB doesn't care if that deal is made right now, that schedule set right now, because they only won 48 games anyways. That can wait until August almost to happen if they still want to finish by October. It's no worries by the MLB, but the MLB players are not going to agree. It's going to be an interesting situation. Will this kill baseball once and for all?